Hi, I'm Eileen Troberman, and I teach the Alexander Technique in San Diego County. Today, I'm going to show you something called the Whispered Ah. Whispered AH, Ah. And it's something you can use for breathing, for TMJ problems, for stress relief, for vocal technique, and many other things. So I'm going to describe what I'm going to do first, and then I will do it. But as you're listening to me right now, notice the quality of my voice. Notice the resonance, the tone, the overtones, because when I do 3 of these whispered ahs, I think you'll hear a big difference in my voice. So the procedure itself is done using the ideas of the Alexander Technique, which I won't go into in detail right now, but just that the time that you're doing it, you let your, or any time, you let your neck release, which allows your head to release a little bit forward and up and allows your back to lengthen and widen. And for the whispered ahs, it's going to start by thinking of something funny that really makes you smile or laugh. And it doesn't need to be a mouth smile as long as it kind of lights up your eyes and it raises the soft palate by doing that. And then you're going to let your jaw open in a way that it releases forward and down. Never, never push your jaw somewhere. Just let it release, but notice that you're not pulling it into the side. I'm going to just swivel around where I am and show you just the same angle you're seeing now, but show you from the side what that jaw looks like. So here, if I turn this way, you can see here, if I open my jaw and I tighten it, see how it pulls back? Instead, if I open my jaw and I let it release forward and down, then it just opens pretty easily. So, back to the whispered ahs. Now this sound of the whispered ah is going to be, it's going to be almost like the sound you have when you have a wonderful warm beverage or something that's just delicious, you've just taken a sip of or a taste of. That kind of, just like, oh, isn't that wonderful, as opposed to a sigh like, or ha, it's not a whispered ha, or anything pushed out. It's just a very light release of the air, so that your vocal cords are together, but not tight. And so you're releasing the air very evenly, and you're going to let the air, almost as if the air itself goes up through your mouth, under your soft palate, under the top of your, under the touching your soft palate, touching the roof of your mouth, and then comes out, kind of like this. And you're going to leave your tongue touching the tip of your bottom teeth, as opposed to pulled in or tightened up. And you can do this in front of a mirror so you know what you're doing with your tongue and your jaw when you're doing this. So again, and I'll do 3 of these in a row. So when you do this, you want to listen to the sound of the ah. And you can probably hear already my voice is a little different from just doing those 3. Now I'm going to talk to you about how you breathe in between the ahs. And to do that, I'm going to turn a little to the side so that you can see my back. When you take an in-breath, there's nothing you can do to suck in air through your nose or your mouth to take that in-breath. It's all a matter of the diaphragm and your whole body moving, your ribs moving. And so particularly your lower ribs move a lot when you breathe in. So to take that in-breath, I'm going to just delicately let my lips touch each other very lightly And because I've just made a whispered ah sound, I've used a lot of air. So the in-breath, I just let my lips touch very delicately. My neck releases, my head goes a little forward and up. My back widens and lengthens. And particularly around these lower ribs, it widens quite a bit, if you can see this. When I breathe in, those ribs really go out. And as I breathe out, they give in. And they widen out on the in-breath. And that allows more space and air just comes in. So now I'm going to turn around back forward and do one more whispered ah for you to see. So as you do the whispered ahs, your neck releases, your head goes forward and up away from the top of your spine. Your back lengthens and widens. And your ribs on the in-breath just spring out, especially the lower ribs. And they just give on the out-breath. Now you can do these anytime. You can do them in a small way or a bigger way, as I'm doing now with my mouth more open. But they're wonderful to practice as much as you like, and you'll find they do wonderful things for you.